things. And if you insist that they should, they will say, it's because you don't like us. The people can feel us. We gave food. You know, they gave food to people. They said they were sharing rice at the time, right? Now they have listed that as part of their achievements. You may not see it. All of you are bad belly, you may not see it. But go to the grassroots. There are people that they give 5,000 naira to. 5,000 naira in this economy, it doesn't even make any sense. It may not make any sense to, they don't give anybody 5,000 though. The way that is talking, has no confirmation that anybody was given anything, no. But because they want to say it and they want you to accept it that it's true. Well, you may not see what Ifnumbu is doing, but the people can see it. So what about me? I know the people. No. Listen. Then they will start speaking big grammar that doesn't make any sense to get you confused. Now, if you insist, no, answer that question. No, listen to me. Let's ask. Is that the only thing you want me to answer? I've answered you, and all of that. They will turn it into everything. Or answer the question. So that's what they do in Nigeria, and I do not know how people will subject themselves to this. They are preparing to have election in Edo, and because of this, it has created so many other issues and scenarios, including the outing of Julius Abure. Julius Abure is the Labour Party chairman, Peter Obi's chairman, and he was the one outed by the obedient. I hope you remember. Abure was outed by the obedient when the allegation and the proof of allegation of corruption made it to their table. So they called him out, they wanted him out, they said he's a stain. But there are other obedients who kind of have been working, working tirelessly to try to explain to all of you that if you join them in accusing Abure of stealing or corruption, then you are indirectly helping Tifnubu to dismantle the Labour Party. And in this case, right, it is better for you to see the evidence that Abure actually stole money. Me, I'm not saying he did, though. I am saying that he's a very much suspicious guy that has questions to answer. It was asked, pretty simple. Guy, you are in charge of the account, okay? I didn't touch their money. Print out the statement of the account and let them know how the money was indeed spent. But he won't do that. That made him a suspect. It wasn't because people hated him or no. In the midst of all of that, yeah, there is politics. There's politics of trying to get rid of him and all of that. Fuck that. But the thing is this, the guy is sort of dubious in my own book, based on the evidence that I presented on that same matter on this platform. He was practically asked, do you have the statement of when you, the chairman, when they sold the party form to people who ran on the platform of a Labour Party? Where is the money? But he was like, those who are accusing me should go and bring the evidence. No, you could give us the evidence. But somehow, I understand those who have now matured enough to know that they cannot try to be holier than those who have abused all rules of engagement. I'm talking about APC. Don't try to present yourself as holy and clean and all that. You have rogues. In Labour Party, you have rogues everywhere, and your chairman has a very questionable sort of character now. For me, I told you, right? When it comes to what the obedience believe and what they sort of pursuing, they enjoy what I call the temple immunity. Whoever they don't like, we don't like. Whoever they like, then we like too, even if we don't agree. There is a reason for that, remember. Now, there is what actually really pushed this Abure thing, apart from the Pampas and Co., was that there was an allegation in Edo Labour Party. So they said Julius Abure collected money from Olumide Apata in order to make him the candidate of the Labour Party in the state. And some obedient in that state, they've already went on to go and meet Obaseki. And according to them, since Obaseki is from this senatorial district, there's another senatorial district that hasn't produced any governor in Benin, and that is where Asue Igodalo comes from. So when they talk about, and they kind of call themselves the equity and justice guys, Labour Party guys, obedient guys. So there's also something I need to say. For those who genuinely want to be honest, you will know that the obedience, they are not members of Labour Party. So sometimes when you want to tackle the Labour Party, you are free to do so, go ahead. Because in reality, the only person you can tackle without say real evidence is Obi himself. And that is the most important thing, or the most important person to them in the obedience. So kind of don't always call them to come and defend Labour Party. No, you will be wrong. It simply means you are either somebody who is who is just mischievous, okay, or just stupid. So there were those who called out the chairman and said, you need to come and explain yourself. All these things, we are not going to protect or defend you. Really, you need to come and explain yourself. But others now saw that those who were asking Abure to come and explain himself, they were accusing him of collecting money from Apata. They themselves have went on to go and collect money from Obaseki to support Asue Igodalo of PDP. So they now said, obedience is not just about Labour Party. Obedience is about good governance. Alaye, a good governance that Obaseki, Obaskam has given to you, that will now prompt anyone who is from Edo State who said Edo is not Lagos, no Godfather and all that stuff. And obedient too, for that matter, to now gang up, and it was massive. Okay. Now, this kind of wahala got pushed, but Abure won't go. Somehow, he went on to go and conduct a national congress or something like that, where he organized another election. And he came out as the chairman again. Right? And this is something that they are kind of trying to manage. And I bet Obi was, then Obi showed up, meeting with Abure. And meeting with him, he said he came to visit the new exco. And that would be the Congress that was highly condemned by many people as like was just to serve the interest of Abure, where the Congress had others who were, all of them were like with Obi in 2023, but not together anymore with Abure. So Abure said they were scheming to hijack the party and blah, blah, blah. And therefore, he had to act fast. So he's emerged with his own new exco, the questionable one, right? So Obi visited them, and right there, right away, it was propagated that Obi has endorsed Abure's exco. That became a talk. That kind of a riled up the obedient in Edo State who are already working for Obaseki. Obi has to come and explain himself. How dare you go and endorse Abure? Is Obi now kind of supporting this? I mean, endorsing Abure is like, Obi endorsing Abure is like Peter Obi endorsing Mr. Yakubu. Anyway, this is me, Sha, giving you all of the wahala where I found on the Blogo spot out there, right? However, there was a video. I agree. I believe that Obi visiting Abure and speaking the way he spoke in that video simply shows that he's on the side of Abure. And for whatever it is, right? I have no idea. Thank you. Somebody just gave me a very nice gift there on TikTok. So thank you. So they said that, when he went to see him, he was like pretty much talking about reconciliation. Oh, all of you in Labour Party is aggrieved about everything, this or that. You should all try and come together for peace, for progress, and all of that. So that was construed or misconstrued as endorsing Abure. I'll show you the video first before I show you another one, and then another one. Right? Abure spoke first, then Obi spoke next in this video.
Of our own president, the president of the masses, the president of the people, the president that will wipe the tears of Nigerians to our gathering today. Let me acknowledge the presence of our House of Rep member representing Ahmad Buhari Federal Constituency. Let me acknowledge the presence of the National Working Committee members who are present here today. I also want to acknowledge our state chairmen who are ably represented by the chairman of North Central who are present here and they are here with us today. I must say very clearly that I'm very, very elated and happy with this solidarity visit today. Words are not enough to convey the appreciation of the National Working Committee to all of you who have put this program together. And I can see that the hand of God is in this program and is with the party. We didn't plan that the presidential candidate will be here today. I actually had a meeting, one-on-one meeting with him for 12 noon or 1 p.m. And this program was initially for 12. Whatever I do, I dedicate myself and my life to whatever I do. Some people have called me a Chauvinist. Chauvinist is somebody, when you believe in a cause, you are dedicated to that cause and you are there for that cause. It may shock you to note that some of us, I particularly, have been in this party for 22 years. I have remained committed to the party over the years.
Labour Party, forward ever. Mama, Papa, let me stand on all due and existing protocols. Chairman, NWC members, all my brother, the House of Rep, and all those that are here. Mine is a very short one. Like the chairman, first is that I thank all of you who are here for this visit. Thank the Almighty God for bringing you safely, and I'm sure He will take you back safely from wherever you come from. Like the chairman has said, I had a private meeting with him for a particular time, 1 o'clock. And I arrived Lagos for that meeting. And I said, Chairman is one. He said that the people of Abuja, Labour Party is in the office. And I said to him, okay, let me also come and greet them. So my own is greeting. I'm sure we will, and I've heard what you've said about the issues of the upcoming area council election. What you've said about our party and everything, And I thank you for all your comments. And I assure you that we will be there with you. We'll be there with you. We'll do whatever is possible. We'll make sure that everything is done properly and everything. You listen to the chairman talk about to the party, about those who are grievance, about everything. All we want is reconcile in order for us to be one family. And I assure you, I'm doing whatever I can in my own position, and I'm sure every one of you are doing the same thing. What I always say to people, election have come and gone. Yes. We're not talking about how Nigerians will eat. That is the most critical thing for me now. We want to talk about food. We have to talk about caring for the people. We have to talk about security of the people. We have to talk about their education. So if you follow me every day, you see that I'm going around talking about education, talking about health, talking about poverty, talking about water. That's what I do now every day. And that is important to me until the next election. When the next election comes, we'll talk about the election. But for now, let's talk about how we're going to survive till then. It is important because we politicians always focus on election. No. So let's remain prayerful. Let's remain prayerful for Nigeria. Let's remain prayerful for Nigeria. If Nigeria is working.
Hold up. And that one, we know the, remain prayerful and whatever for Nigeria. But he's right. So he did not directly go there to, say to people that he's endorsing Abure. He said he went there to go and see them, to say hello and all of that, check on them, and, possibly meet the staff of Labour Party at their secretariat. So I hope that solves it, right? But going back to Edo State, this is just one I have seen videos of Edo State, terrible. The state of Edo roads, very, very terrible. And I promise you, it's the same in my own state too. Yeah, it's horrible. But just for any young person, any reasonable person to kind of go around and still, because you collected 150,000 naira from them, you're still going to go around and say, PDP should continue in Edo State. I don't know if you have control over it, but I just kind of find it ridiculous. There is no water in this one, though. But somebody shared this about one of the inner road in Edo State. That is no longer a road. It doesn't look like a road to me.
This is a street behind GT extension in Ujeme. You can see the road, how abandoned and bad it's looking. No, this is painful and gross. I'll use the word gross because it's bad, as in it's not looking good. You can see how bad it is. How bad the road is. And yet these people claim they are doing something. Yeah, this gutter was done, I think, last 2 years. This gutter has been like this. That was a promise given to them. But yet see the road, not kept. Very bad. All through to the junction. This is how bad this particular road is. This is how insane the road is. This is how dilapidated this particular road is. And if you can look at this area very well, there are more of students and also indigents using this road For example, someone who has a car now will not be able to drive in, or will not have to even program his or ahead of even getting a car. Why? Because of the road. And yet every year or every election we get promises from them, and nothing is being done to put people's mind to really rely on the government anymore. And many people are saying it that they are already disappointed, and they are not even willing to even support in any way. Right? Sad dumps. And this was a road. This particular road links the Boy extension, Poultry Road extension, GT extension. But as you can see, there's no road here. There's no drainage. I'll tell us the truth, I cannot enter this place for no reason. Even God no go even gree make I even try am. So with this, I've given you a preview of the environmental structure and the educational structure of this particular environment, and the weight and gravity of the failures and the failed promises of the past government and leaders of this environment. Going further, you can still see there's no road in one particular street though. There's no road. And if you can see that head power there, the high tension line, there is no cable, because they are even scared of dropping a transformer, to the point that there was a transformer in that said junction. I'll tell us the truth, there was a transformer in this same street which had to be pulled out because of the erosion and the mismanagement of funds. As you can see, this is also one street linking to this street. Alright. It pains me. It pains me seriously that things like this are looked down on, and they use many of all these things to play politics and feel it's none of their business after collecting one or two.
So if you are from Edo State, I'm not from Edo State, okay? And you can easily say to me, oh, I don't go understand. And you're right, maybe I won't understand, but you may be shocked that I actually understand so much than you can imagine. But I'm still not going to say I understand you better. That is happening in Edo as we speak. Talking about the impeachment of the Speaker of Cross River State House of Assembly, which they initiated this morning. It led to Wahala, and indeed he still got removed. Do you know why they removed their Speaker? They removed him for mismanagement of a fund and incompetence. You believe that? That somebody got impeached because they are incompetent. But these guys won't impeach any incompetent criminal governor, not to talk of the president. Yeah, they beat themselves a bit, but they still do it.
That claimed the life of about 4 persons. I lost over 9 million, but also today, nothing has done. So, Mr. Speaker, I am very, very aggrieved. That is the more reason that I, on the relation of America, representing Calabar South, was 51. Based on that, I want to invoke Section 92, sub 2C, for the removal of the Speaker of the Federal State. That's it. I still move. Mr. Oman, I represent the Speaker of the Federal. I hereby second the motion as moved.
They shall beat themselves, do all of that. They still remove the speaker. Well, that's what the news says. Eventually, the speaker got removed for misappropriation of money and incompetence. What a lie. The irony of it all. Okay, well, let's go a bit further. Away from, the guy said he is only interested in how to help the people who are going